Hello, everyone. Hello. How are we? How are you all doing? It's Friday. Are you feeling Friday-ish? Hello, everyone. Nico's in the chat. Hello, Nico. Nico has just been like, what's your Steam code? Let me add you on Steam. And the best game ever has just appeared, aka Bullet Witch, which I'm loving. Thank you so much. Andy Sloan, hello. Westy, hello. Grey Fox, Elfho, Rat Boy, Elijah T, Cottaging, Zanzibar, Faber, Dusty, hello. And Saladus, Fernando. I saw Bullet Witch on sale. Thank you so much. I do love Bullet Witch. Have to come back to the Buddy Bunker to play some Bullet Witch, innit? I feel like, but apart from that, I'm fine. It's like a pirate? You feel like a pirate? Oh, I'm a little frizzy today. I washed my hair this morning and then just tied it up rather than drying it, so it's a little bushy. I'm a little bushy. I'm like a chinchilla. Also, got my nails done and they're super pink. We went for like moldy Barbie. But look how cute they are. It's like a more patterny, designy sort of one this month, which I love. But yeah, it's giving moldy Barbie. Focus. Focus. There we go. Hee hee hee. Moldy Barbie. She said to me, I've just done Petri dish nails, and then sent me like a colourway that was like red, white and black. She was like, and I think these for you. And I was like, can we make it pink and purple? So that was the theme today, because I never know what I want. She was like, mould? I was like, I actually love mould, so this is a great shout. And at the crystal shop, every crystal we've got in, I've been like, this reminds me of mould. I love it. So I was like, you know what? Actually, the universe has worked in mysterious ways here, because I've been talking about mould a lot and how much I like it. Resident Evil mold era Barbie, cozy zombie in me. Exactly. Two dumb bitches telling each other exactly. Hey Club Reg. J Francis T says hot pink on Ashley. Yeah, I like a pink nail. To be fair, my hair's more of like a juicy berry pink and closer to red, but I like a pink nail. It's all in the wheelhouse, you know. It's all in the pink wheelhouse. They give Still Wakes a Deep a bit too. They do! Or like maybe even like Hiss save screen, where it's all of the big wobbly bits. But Still Wakes the Deep's definitely the shout, I think. Pink Still Wakes the Deep. Oh my god, I have to take a picture and be like, I did this for you, Chinese room. I did this for you. Still Wakes the Fleek. Thank you, throbbing uncle. Love that. The Pink Hiss. That's my street name. Oh, here she comes, the Pink Hiss. And it's actually just me, like, fully dressed up as a cat furry going... They're all like, oh, get her away. The Pink Hiss is here. Oh, get her gone. Shax, hello. Welcome on in. Ugh. It's been... What day is it? No, what date is it? 27th. I think is this the last stream of this month? No, next week will be the last stream of the month. That'll be on Monday. But things are changing. Life has been very weird. I'm going to do a small update and then we'll play some Silent Hill. But I don't think I have loads to update on other than I will be leaving the crystal shop after a month working there. So you know, I had a manic time. I had a manic time, as we know. So I what's happened? I went off my antidepressants, went insane, told you guys about it, or posted it on Instagram a little bit as well. Well, I say told you guys about it. One of them was on stream where I went crazy and started crying and couldn't, and was like, I need to leave. That happened. And then I went next day to my pole class, cried whilst shaking my ass on the pole, like the saddest little stripper in town. So couldn't show my face there again, even though I did want to, but I was like, I'm embarrassed, man. I can't. This ain't for me. So that was pied off. And then I had that the harrowing feelings of being depressed came back. I was like, wow, I am actually a bit mentally ill. So I'm back on those, and it's leveled me out massively. But what I thought was I was going to lose any motivation and joy, and kind of all of the highs would be kind of like curbed, and I would be stuck in the same sort of place of really wanting to do stuff but not being able to muster up the energy to do so. But that's not been the case, and I've been working at the crystal shop and I've really enjoyed it. It's brought structure back to my life. It has brought wonderful friends into my life because I really like the people that work there, and it has just been an absolute pleasure to be there. There's no ill will between me or them or anything like that. It's not like it's a bad reason. It is simply a friend that works in basically a social media training academy, has offered me a job that pays over twice the rate, because I'm on minimum wage at the crystal shop, which is fine. It's money coming in, and it's for an independent business. So that was never going to be an issue. I was like, I'm glad I'm earning some extra money because I need it, but also I want it to be for the right place and the right people, I asked 2 shops, and they were both crystal shops, and that was the one that got back to me and was like, actually, yeah. And she had been like manifesting social media coverage, so it was we were like, whoa. So that was very interesting. But this new role basically pays over double the rate, and I can work even less days. So I do 3 days a week at the moment. I can do 2 days, which is what I ideally wanted anyway. So it's just worked out. The timing hasn't been brilliant, obviously. I wouldn't have messed anybody around if there wasn't, if that wasn't possible. I would never have messed anyone around. But I've given them a good, like this I told them last week, so I've given them 2 weeks notice, and I would be off next week anyway because I was going on holiday. So technically three, even though I wouldn't have been in that week. And then I'm going to start at this new social media training academy, which, hopefully will help me restore my coffers and give me a bit more time. And it's a bit less exhausting as well, because the crystal shop, I'm like live 6 hours a day doing Gems TV, showing off different crystals. I've learned so much about like Wicca and paganism and minerals and all that sort of stuff. So it's been amazing. And if I could make it all work, I would, but time and money wise, this is the best thing for me, so I am going to do that. And like I say, no ill will, all sorted. So that's changed. Jay Francis T, technically 3, on a technicality. It feels like that, Westy. I am collecting trivia and knowledge, but I think it's like introduced some nice things into like my own craft and the way that I see things. And I'm very much a believer in energy and the universe and things being right for you and trusting your gut and intuition, and being around people with those beliefs as well has been it's just been really lovely, and traditional like learned knowledge as well. It's been amazing. It's been really nice to be around witches. So that's been really, really good. And hey, I'm sure there'll be more witchcraft in my life going forward. But new job on the horizon, working with my pal, doing training. And this basically, it's going to be a role where we train up people who are looking for work in social media, but are unemployed. So it's an academy that people like apply to, and there's like a application criteria, but they work with like the job centre and stuff to get people into jobs as well. So it's actually a really nice role, like helping people gain a skill that they otherwise wouldn't have access to, or might not know the ins and outs of as readily as someone who's done it for a few years. So we're doing that, and they work with all sorts of different people and places. So I think that's quite a nice thing to do as well. So, yeah, still...
That is strange.
Oh.
Gives me chills.
Thank you, Zanzibar. Yeah, Zanzibar says, doing something you enjoy is great, but anything wrong with making more money while you do it. Exactly. I think, to be honest, I think going to the crystal shop was an amazing way to spend my time. But it also really made me realise that, like, gaming is my home. And, you know, this stuff is my home. This is what I want to do. And I don't think I've ever taken it for granted, but I think I have had my foot off the pedal because I just haven't been able to muster the strength to press it anymore. And I think it's given me a little bit of a match under my arse to go, you know, like, come the fuck on. Stop moaning. Stop being a misery. So, yeah, it has been really helpful. It's been a really nice place to be. It's been a good little recharger. And weirdly enough, I love crystals and I love all of their different descriptions for energy and everything, but it very much to me is kind of like when I'm reading all of the lore and interesting things in a game, and it's like, oh, thank you, Down Love Ryan.
Keep up the great work, Bone Daddy.
Thank you. Bone Daddy. Oh my god, I need to call myself that more. But yeah, I definitely have seen like crystals and all their different properties as kind of like reading game lore. Like you go into Hollow Knight and you collect up your little bits and your fragments, and I love reading all the flavor text. And that's how I've kind of done it, where it's like they're beautiful and pretty and I love all of this, and like the energy thing, you know, is neither here nor there. It's kind of like the lore of them that I find interesting. But the other day we had Scolasite in, and I picked it up and was touching it, and it actually made all of the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and I had like goose flesh, as we call it. I had the goose flesh. Tab Knight, thank you so much for coming in. Been following since What Culture? My god, am I old? Am I old? I'm old, Gandalf. I am going to try making that a thing, Hikari and Westy. Please watch out. Bone Daddy Ash. But yeah, it made all of the hair on the back of my neck and on my arms stand up, and I was like, that's really weird. I've never had such a visceral reaction to like any of the crystals that we've been showing before. And then when I was showing our other crystals around the shop, we have one called Libyan Desert Glass. Hold on, let me tell you about Scolasite actually first. Scolasite is a really soft, wonderful mineral that's like white, and it kind of looks like feathers all banded in together. It's really beautiful, and it is kind of, any of the white crystals are kind of praised for pure white light and radiance, cleansing, really, really beautiful, nice sort of vibes. And Scolasite in particular is used for intuition, opening your third eye, sort of chakra work as well, but like opening your third eye and kind of tapping into the inside, you know what I mean, the feelings, the magic of the self, you know, all that sort of stuff. You can absolutely listen to me with a pinch of salt. I'm not expecting you to be like, yeah, if it's not your thing. But Scolasite, yeah, it's this gorgeous white feathery mineral, and we had spheres of it. And after I touched it, I picked up some Libyan Desert Glass. And Libyan Desert Glass is basically... Libyan Desert Glass and Moldavite go together, because Moldavite was caused by like a meteor crash in one part of the world. It's quite rare, and we have it on necklaces. And I think Libyan Desert Glass is basically from a similar source, but it's like a softer... less chaotic sort of energy. Moldavite is super like change is happening whether you're ready or not, so buckle in, bucko. Whereas Libyan Desert Glass is like change is coming, but you can have like a bit of a handle on it. There's more of a reins on it. It's more of a softer feminine energy, but it's still very chaotic and like up here on the crazy level. You know, so I touched all this Scolasite and was showing it on camera, and then touched a piece of like Libyan Desert Glass, and it literally was like shocking my finger. I was like, what the fuck, this hasn't happened before, why does it feel so weird? And like the girls at the shop were like, had your third eye open, the Scolasite has opened you up to all the feelings and energies of the other stuff in the shop. I was like, shut up. But it literally was like that. It, you know, coincidences happen. Maybe I was just like, you know, also because you're surrounded by people who reinforce those feelings as well. Like maybe that's part of it, but it was really weird. It felt very magical. It was very, very strange. I really loved it because I was like, what the fuck, that's so cool. So yeah, Scolasite was kind of like a gateway sort of crystal for me for touching other stuff and feeling the energy of it. It was really, really weird. It was really weird. And I think we would be more surprised if I didn't come away from a crystal shop with some sort of magic story. So I feel like now I have one at least. But yeah, it was bonkers. It was proper like, I don't know, it literally, I was like zzz, holding the glass. I was like trying to show it off, which was weird. Hey Kirby, I'm a psychic now. Exactly. Yeah. Faber says, I never know what I wanted to do. I just work nights at a job that seems to be involved in many creepy stories, mainly because I go anthrophobia. What's anthrophobia? J. Francis T, I want to go ghost hunting with Ash and spiritual. That's it, spiritually aware Ash. I used to say a joke all the time, and I turned it into a joke because it's something I said seriously, and then I heard myself and was like, that was the stupidest thing I ever said. But when I oh god, I remember it originally because it was an embarrassing thing to say, but I was like, I just feel things so deeply. Like I think I'm an empath. I know. Me and this guy looked at each other and I was like, I'm going to turn that into a joke now because that's literally what narcissists say. But I was like, I just feel things so deeply and I can just sense other people's energies. Like when they furrow their brows, I know they're annoyed. It was very much like, I'm touching my left breast and there's 30% chance of rain from Mean Girls. But yeah, that would be me spirit hunting. I'd be like, I'm an empath actually, so I can sense the feelings of the ghosts. I can sense it. But at least I had the self-awareness to realise it was dumb. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh jeez, I never want it. I'm so glad that was never caught on camera. And J. Francis T, yes, the ring did arrive. Thank you so much. Oh god, I just showed you my horrible bun, didn't I? Hold on. This is my magic box over here. Am I still on camera? Yes, this is my magic box. My magic box, yes, Hikari. Hikari, it's really funny. There's someone on the live streams at work who comes in. They remind me so much of you because they are just like a horny terror. And every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I wonder how Hikari's doing. But yeah, look. So we've got, it's so gorgeous. This is a piece of bloodshot iolite. And iolite is the purple stone. It's a really good one for intuition, tarot readings, that kind of stuff. And bloodshot iolite has hematite plates through it, so it actually glitters slightly. You can see here. It's quite a rare mineral. You can see that there's actually a lot of like glitter in there. Excuse the light reflection. But yeah, iolite's purple as well. You know we love a purple moment. But how cute's that? It's on a little silver ring as well. So thank you so much. I never know which way to wear a teardrop shape, but you can wear them like pointing towards you as well. So maybe that way. But with the amount of stacks of rings I have, I'm sure we'll find a good spot for it. Why am I the only gifter? Says Fernando. I don't know. Everyone else is cleared off. I think it's just sometimes the thing refreshes. And it was last stream that you gifted a load of stuff. Thank you so much. So it's taken a little while. But yeah, there's a little iolite moment, which will look cool with my stacks that I put on. But yeah, super cute. When it's like, I quite like bloodshot iolite as well because you don't really know that the sparkle's there unless you move it. So it just looks like a nice, cool purple stone. And then you're like, and it appears. And like in the dark as well, it's just super purple and dark and moody. And then you go in the light, it's like, zing. But bloodshot iolite's super rare. So it was a really cool one to be able to find and pick up. that in there. I took the foam out of the box as well and filled it with these, like, my dad had given me a present where he'd made a chest full of little plastic gems, which are so cute. And I thought, oh, I'm going to use that for a ring box because it looks like it's like a treasure in the box. But yeah, that can go there. Out of the magic box. Ooh, took care. Right, I'm going to have to do the... Excuse my bun. Do you want to see any more crystals, or are you happy? Should we play some game as well? I can show you. I can show you. Miles away. I will show you. I should do a little haul video for the place I worked at because, I work for one more week because they are so nice. Right, this is everything. My trinkets. I love a little showcase. You know what I'm like. This is from when I was a kid, actually, and it's not a crystal as per se, but it is a stalactite from when I went to a cave with my friend and then I threw up in his mum's car. But it's a stalactite. How cool is that? That's from literally like thousands of years of history just in my hand. They sold these in the gift shop. I didn't just break it off as well. That would be illegal. This is a piece of glass. Hi, Dan Matthews!
19 months of Millman Mayhem Ashmill 1 Hype Ashmill 1 Chaos Ashmill 1 Love.
Thank you for the sub! This is a piece of glass. Is it special glass? Asked Westy. I have no idea. It's just a piece of glass. I went to the clothes show and there was someone called like the fortune telling. Well, she was self-stylized as a fortune telling gypsy. That's not me using it in a as a slur or anything. And yeah, she said she told me that the guy I was with would not be who I would marry, but I would find love in the future. And I would give birth to twins, and then said, take a bit of glass for good luck. And I was like, all right, see ya. That was when I was like 20, maybe 19. So I have a piece of glass. And now I'm scared to get rid of it. So I have to keep it forever. And then, okay, so we've got this one. It is showing off glass hours from Dust Till Drawn. We got this one. This is a piece of blue goldstone that I got from Work. And Work is the Wicklow Witch, by the way, if you want to look for any of your crystals. They're really, really good. And they have loads of cool things. And they're live on TikTok like 5 days a week. But yeah, this is blue goldstone or blue sandstone. You can see here, this one's quite cool. Because I haven't seen many like it that have like the black gap in them. So it has these like gorgeous, you'll see my fingerprints on it because it's really shiny in here, but it has like this gorgeous little black swirly pattern on it, which is really unusual. Usually they're a very solid colour. Blue sandstone is actually a man-made mineral like opalite, and it's made by heating up sand and then cooling it really slowly so it crystallises. So it's actually lots of different bits of glass, and they mix it with cobalt as well to give it the blue colour. But there's also gold sandstone, which is mixed with copper, and you get this amazing shiny bit of rock. But these are man-made minerals, so we'll start with the man-made ones. And there's those two. Yeah, the shimmer's amazing, isn't it? I have a few bits of labradorite because I love labradorite. If you guys haven't seen it before, it's basically like, it's quite a dull, greeny, sort of dark rock, but it's all about these blue flashes that go through it. And these kind of just like super reflective bits. You can get it in blue and gold, and then these kind of pinky colours as well. So you can get really dark blue, greens in them, and the pink and oranges are like called sunset labradorite. It's usually in paler rocks that you find it. Hey, AC Astro, we're just having a crystal moment. But yeah, I also have some points. My friend got these for me probably over 10 years ago. But these are like some matte labradorite points with a bit of flash in them. You can see here there's a nice dark one there. I've picked up a necklace that's a pink one because it's really hard to find pink labradorite, and we had one in at work and I was like, the customers aren't having this, I am, so I bought myself that. But it's in my open basket at the moment. I've got to pay for it on payday, so I'll show you it when it comes through. But labradorite is a stone of transformation and change because it has like this gorgeous flash through it. So it's good to have by for transformation, basically, for changing parts of your life, or for going through transformational periods, or for like, you know, harnessing the energy of being ready to jump into the chrysalis, out of the chrysalis, have a chrysalis moment. Are those fresh from the crystal caves in Dark Souls? Maybe, Eldritch James. King says always like jade coloured rocks. Yeah, the green ones are so beautiful, aren't they? But yeah, that's labradorite. Put those ones together. I also have some, these are all from like, this is all mostly stuff I've collected over the years from like little beach town crystal shops with my mom. My mom bought this and then she was like, you can have it. But it's a piece of citrine. It's a piece of raw citrine. And citrine is a joy stone. It's like a big, happy, harnessing energy of like happiness, pleasure, just having a nice time. The yellow stones, like joy, sort of coded as citrine and carnelian, are really nice for that. But raw citrine. I'm not really a yellow girly. All the different colours kind of align to your different chakras as well. So yellow is like solar plexus, so kind of like heart sort of minded. And then I think blue would be up here because it's all intuition. And then red's kind of like grounding and stuff, so down there. This is a really interesting one. I bought this recently because I wanted a piece of it when I learned about it in the shop. And it's just a little shard. I don't have an actual specimen. I just bought a shard because I thought that was really cool. But this is called Vivianite. And Vivianite smashes it. And Vivianite is a mineral that only grows on dead organic matter. So obviously I needed a piece. But it only grows on dead organic matter. It can't like thrive on its own. So like plants and bodies and all that sort of stuff. Basically Vivianite in the right conditions, Vivianite will grow through it, and the specimen pieces you get kind of have this horrible like dusty, crusty texture on them. And then the Vivianite is like put in between the layers. It's kind of like this big sandwich with these Vivianite shards of teeth growing out of them. So it comes out in shards that then you can collect separately. Collect as if they're Pokemon, or you can, you know, get big display pieces with them all coming out of them. It doesn't grow now when you've harvested it, but it, you know, crystals all grow, all form in that kind of way. I do have a piece of clear quartz as well. Clear quartz is the master healer. We love clear quartz. It just amplifies any energy kind of connected to it and gives you it's like a big magnifying glass. But I collected this piece because I was looking up, I wanted to kind of collect some things that I thought were spooky coded. So I had the Vivianite because I thought, oh my god, it grows on bodies, that's amazing. And then I bought this because it's actually a phantom quartz, and a phantom quartz is where you can see the outline of another crystal that it has formed inside it and then kind of grown around it. So like you can see basically the phantoms. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it here. Oh, maybe you can see it's kind of got this bubble in there that's like another crystal, and they're called little phantoms. So of course we had to get a piece of phantom quartz as well. You can just about see it. But it's really, really cool. I haven't seen many pieces like this, so I felt very lucky to find it. Yeah, my mom is as well, J. Francis T. We've always been into crystals and kind of witchy stuff, but ooh, it's only really since the shop that I've learned more about it. But me and my friends like do tarot all the time and look at kind of horoscopes and stuff like that. We're very interested in all the esoteric stuff. Oh, excuse me looking super shiny, by the way. It's just my skin at the moment. This, I think you guys will really like this. This is called fire quartz. So it's normal quartz that has, is it hematite or iron in it, basically? And it goes slightly rusty, as the sort of metal is known to do, and causes these big orange inclusions in there that look like fire, but it can come really dark as well. And as you can see in this one, there's lots of shiny bits. This is just like being at work, I can't lie. There's lots of shiny bits and orangey bits, but it's really dark as well. And it looks kind of like blood that's been captured in a quartz. So really dark fire quartz. It just looks like blood. It's amazing. So literally, you can see here. Really bloody, really cool. I showed it to my mom. She went, looks like a tampon. I was like, thanks, Wendy. Great. So there's that one. Sorry, I shouldn't have shared that.
Groovy.
Yeah, it is groovy. Thank you, Marin. Or Mon, actually. I got a message from Kira saying it's pronounced Mon, actually. So, Mon. I know more about fictional kyber crystals than I do real ones. See, I know there's so much interesting stuff in lore, though, and actually the world is full of lore. That's what I'm learning. The world is full of lore. I got some argonite here. This is also a really old one that I've had for years. A piece of argonite, and this is it in Sputnik formation. It grows in like normal crystal sizes, but also has this very strange kind of alien looking formations where it grows in big cylinders, and it causes some very cool build-ups. But yeah, that's argonite. I don't know a lot about argonite, actually. I've had this one ages, but I'm not sure about it. So I'll need to ask. Fire quartz is another one for like get up and go and do things. It's really like good energy stone. It's a get up, go, make something happen. Good to have around. This is a piece of pyrite, aka fool's gold. People mine for gold and they'll find pyrite deposits and think that it's gold and that they've struck lucky, but it'll actually just be pyrite. And pyrite is, because of its looking like gold as well, stone of abundance and money, and kind of, it'll be a bit cold if you don't need it in your life. But yeah, good one to have around if you want some shmoney. I think citrine is one that people put in tills as well, if I remember rightly. People put citrine to attract money and wealth into like their tills. It's an old merchant thing. And this is another piece of pyrite that's just in like a tumblestone form. These are all my tumblestones are old school. I've just had them for years. But it's really sparkly. I really like pyrite at the moment. I'm drawn to it, so I'm obviously a money hag at the moment. It's for this job. It's because this is a new job opportunity in it. There's another piece of blue goldstone. Old one. This is a piece of obsidian. Obsidian, protection stone, pure black. All the goths love it. Boys love obsidian. I don't know what it is, but like boys love obsidian. Boys just love it. Just every time, it's like there's a man on the streams. They're like, "Show me the obsidian shelf." I'm like, "Yes, king, of course," because I like obsidian, but it's just like pure black. Whereas I like stuff that's a bit transparent and has a bit of movement in it. So your labradorites and stuff with the flashes, moonstones, quartzes, I'm really drawn to. But yeah, the men love a bit of obsidian, and it's a really protective, banishing negative energy stone. So it's a cool one to have around as well. It's like a big stay away stone. Yeah, and it's in Minecraft and Elder Scrolls. It's very much a gaming stone as well. But yeah, a lot of people are drawn to obsidian who are men, or maybe let's say masculine presenting as well. I have a couple of pink stones, but I actually think since working at the shop, I'm pretty sure these are dyed, so we won't talk about these because I just think they're an agate that's been dyed, which I have them. I might get rid of them at some point or gift them, but I'm pretty sure they've just been dyed. We've got, this is for the Cool Stones collection. This is Dragon's Blood Jasper, a really old one, because obviously I had this for years because I saw it was called Dragon's Blood and bought it. Dragon's Blood Jasper. So it's this beautiful green stone that has these flashes of red through it that look like blood splatter. I kind of like this one because it looks like it's taken a big hit or like smacked someone around the head and is like a murder weapon. It's cool, yeah? This is Chaurite. We haven't sold any Chaurite in the shop, so this is also an old one, but one of my favourite colourways. This is totally natural, and people didn't think it was a natural stone for years because it's so purple and so bright. They discovered it and thought, nah, because people were selling it and they were like, fuck off, that's not real, that's dyed. But it is totally just grows out of the ground like this. It's only found in Russia. And then this is a piece of clear quartz. Actually, I thought it was going to be opalite. Clear quartz, which we've said. Master Healer Energy Magnifier. Purple's my favourite colour too, Zanzibar, which you wouldn't guess from all the pink that I have around me, but I'm in my girly era. Purple goes well with pink, you know. I have a tiny piece of smoky quartz. Smoky quartz being quartz that's darker. You can get smoky citrine as well, and you guys will like smoky quartz too because I like it. But usually with smoky quartz, because of the way it kind of is built, you can get rainbows through it a lot. There's this amazing sphere for sale on the Wicklow Witch at the moment. I found it at the back and put it on our shelf. So if you go on their TikTok and they're live and it's on there, that's the best smoky sphere I've seen in ages. And they're just full of rainbows. Like you can tilt them and it like refracts light, so they are just amazing. Hikari says I have a rose quartz that faded to white, so I'm guessing that was a dyed one. It could be, but sometimes minerals just fade in when they're exposed to a lot of sun as well. That just happens naturally. It just goes that way after a while. Last up, I have two really nice, and obviously I love these, two really nice moonstone examples because they're super duper flashy, but I picked these up. I think I got these from Bath actually when I was living there with PlayStation Access, but they have this amazing blue flash to them, which the light may be throwing off slightly because that one's in the middle. You can just about see it there, but both of them are like insanely flashy. They're so cool. When you see that shine, not necessarily the blue flash, but the kind of shine of the stone as well, that's called chatoyancy. And it's in a lot of stones, but not labradorite, because that's called labradosity, which is that blue flash in it. There's a fun fact for you. Minerals into lenses, probably, for weird effects. There's probably some out there. And then, finally, this is my tiny, tiny box that I've had literally since I was a child, because it's got 3 little cats sitting on there. It's like my family. And this has some of my oldest stuff in and some of my newest stuff as well. This is a really tiny piece of fire opal, which I got from on holiday in Devon, I'm sure. It's a bit of fire opal, which is just the red colour to it. This was a free gift from another order, which is a tiny piece of amethyst. Love amethyst. Good starter stone. If you're not sure what to get some amethyst. Another healing stone. Really cool. They are so I keep saying I want to eat everything at the shop from Dust to Draw. The forbidden jelly beans. This is another piece of clear quartz, but in a different formation. It's just a really cool, nice one that's in like a shard. They can be carved this way. They can come out the ground this way as well. Some more shardy type of ones. I don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure it's just plastic, but it's in my cute box. It's just a cute little bit shiny thing. And this is an opal, which is more jewelry. This is for a piece of jewelry. I'm saving this for my 30th birthday. There's a jewelry quarter in Birmingham that's very famous called the Jewelry Quarter, and I'm going to make this, or ask someone to make this into a ring for me, so to set it into a ring. So this I bought a little while ago when I found it on a website. It was like 70% off, so I got it for about £20, I think, and I was like, oh, that will be perfect, because I know I want to do a nice opal ring for my birthday, as it's a bit of a tradition with the women. And opals are like, this is a very nice quality opal. But they just have so much movement and fire in them. This is a really green one as well. You can get them in kind of pinky pale blues, but yeah, you can see there's so much movement and shine and colour to it. Really cool. So that's in that little box as well. But I got it on a sale. I don't know why they were putting it on sale, because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous opal. And that is my... Actually... I forgot, there's more. These are the last bits. These are everything here I got from... No, one thing I didn't get from the shop. This is unicorn stone. Obviously the first thing I bought when I started working there. Unicorn stone is actually 4 minerals in one. So it's lepidolite, which is purple, pink tourmaline, which this doesn't have any in actually. This is just mostly a lepidolite one. As well as smoky quartz, which you can see a little bit of at the top, and clevelandite, which runs through it. So it's 4 stones that kind of all grow and merge together, but it's called unicorn stone. Ah, that was sticky. This we've had years. I think it's my mom's. It's a big piece of quartz. You guys will like these next ones. This is a piece of tiger's eye. Classic, but it's a really chatoyant one. It kept winking at me when I was in the shop, and I was like, oh, go on then, come with me. It's a little crystal ball. Comes on a tiny little cauldron. Cute. And then... skull. Strawberry quartz skull. You can see on his head he's really glittery as well. Little strawberry quartz skull. But this is really pink in real life. He's quite or like shaded pink. Strawberry quartz is super glittery and pink, and that's why it's called strawberry quartz. And it's a really nice love stone. It's basically the love stone. Gonna call my first kid chatoyant. Hell yeah, I've down left Ryan. Is Kevin here? I just saw Kevin Scully, because it's a skull. This one was another one I got when I was in Bath at PlayStation Access. It's blue lace agate, which is increasingly rare now as they've stopped mining it. So you can still get it at a good price, but you won't be able to in future. So if you like this and think it's cool, get yourself some blue lace agate. Blue lace agate, calming, gorgeous, really pretty. Has these bands through it that are kind of like transparent and translucent. It's like my face is the skull. Me. And a piece de resistance, which I got my mum one as well because they were so cute. Is silver sheen obsidian, which is normal boy coded black obsidian, but it has this amazing like silver glow to it when you turn it. So it's like a carved cat, a carved little black cat. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? It's a carved little black cat. It's a carved little black cat. Come on. Come on! Focus. Come on, mama camera. Give me that crown. There you go. And then you can see it flashes silver from the top. And this one's a cool one because it's kind of stripy, which I thought looked like fur. So I was like, ah. Simon Ross, what's the top of your wish list right now? First crystal you want to buy when it's payday. What we have in the shop that I'm going to pay for when it's payday is in my basket I have some garden quartz, which is clear quartz, and it has lots of inclusions in. They look like little planets. They're so cool. I have 2 pieces of garden quartz, one that I did an intuitive pick on. So I just love it. I've been looking at our shelf for so long. There's a really cool one in there that's a big piece of quartz with like another one inside that is the garden, which looks like it's been wrapped up in spider webs. It's so creepy. But I get the little ones because they're affordable. That one's like 60 quid. So we got the little garden quartz one, and I've got a second one which is actually 1,000 layer quartz, which is a type of garden quartz, but it looks like a sandwich, like it's like a Scooby-Doo sandwich because it's got so many layers where you can see all the sediment has built up over the years. So I have those 2 pieces. I have a piece of fluorite, which is green and purple, but the piece that I found has loads of rainbows in. It's just a tumblestone. It's just a little one like these. It's not like a statement piece or anything. I have a piece of fluorite, a piece of amethyst, and a piece of something else, which are all just little stones that I was like, oh, I'll get some little stones before I go because I love all these. And then I put a pink labradorite necklace in, which is kind of my spenny piece because, again, I just don't see it. I tried to buy some from Etsy and they sent it and it was all blue and I was like, it says pink. And they're like, there's a bit of pink in it. So that's what I've got that I'm gonna get. I've got it put to one side at work that I'm going to treat myself to. But yeah, I think if I were to add something to my collection, it's fire quartz was the big one at the moment, and I'm really glad I picked one up. And I'd probably want a piece of unicorn stone that has some pink in it, to be honest, because I do really like it. But this one I really like, but it needs a little pink friend. So probably more unicorn stone because it's got a lot of different properties that I think are cool as well. Lepidolite's very good for like anxiety and calming, and then pink tourmaline is just girl coded. Hi Vargle! I'm literally just talking about crystals. We're going to play the game in a second though. I just had a self-indulgent moment with a captive audience. I say captive, you can leave at any time. I don't want to tell you that again though. Oh no, I let them know. But yeah, this was a bit of a self-indulgent moment, so sorry. Sorry. I've gone into what's it called? Hyperfixation yap again. Westy says, I enjoyed it. Thank you. J. Francis T says, we can leave. No! Cara says, our attention is captive, but we are not. That's true. Maybe I'll have to put like a virus onto my streams or something that like keeps people watching. Dusty, you're a crystal queen as well though, aren't you? You're a little witchy. A little bit of crystal yap. Stream intended for certain audiences. Crystal people. Yeah, Simon Ross. If you guys want recommendations though, I've gotten much better at recommending things. Bracelets are really cool as well. I wear a little stack of bracelets now that I picked up from some different places. But I got a black moonstone one, big new beginnings, and it's like goth mommy version of this one. Love black moonstone. Black moonstone one. I got a free iolite one from the lady who sent the ring, which was so cute. So again, thank you, J. Francis T. But she sent a free little iolite one. A blue sandstone because I love it. Looks like the night sky. Labradorite for the flash, and then I just picked up a unicorn stone one to go with them because the colours go nice together. So that's the vibe at the moment. Their little stack. Techi Wayo, let me give you a little tarot moment. I'm going to use the horror cards because I feel like I've used Rider-Waite a lot recently and I kind of just want to vibe with what the imagery is on these ones. Faber says, every time I try to leave you activate my saw trap headgear. Yes. Oh yeah, no updates on the dating front, by the way. That is so dry. That whole scene is dry. I'm giving up on it. But I bring it up just because a saw quote is on my Hinge profile, and and the amount of people that haven't got that it's a saw quote and think I'm just a freak. I've really enjoyed it. I thought, wow, you've sorted yourself out for me.
Huzzah. 6 more months of Millman.
Yay! 6 months in advance. Thank you so much, Techiwayo. That's so lovely of you. Lock in. Here we go. I've got a stream for 6 more months now. Oh my god, which one says Cozy Zombie Amir? It's the prompt you can have, which is the key to my heart is, and I've put in the stomach of your dead cellmate. You have 60 seconds to remove the reverse bear trap from your head. Live or die, make your choice. And then there's lots of people going, well, if he's dead, then it's fine, easy choice. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's alive, it's a lie. I don't do that really. I just tick no. Like that. Dusty, no! Oh. Some people have got it, Cozy Zombie Man. Some people have got it. But the vast majority, I think, are looking for, like, a goth mommy and are like, ooh, she's being a creep. I like that. And I'm just a sensitive little soul, really. Techi Wales is dating this day and age is not for people like me. Me either. I should be like a maiden in a court being wooed, you know? I'm too shy. I know I don't seem shy, but I'm shy. I have self-worth issues. I want someone to just come to me and go, my lady, and me think, oh yeah, cool, instead of being like, every time. I think I am the issue, really. I think I am the issue, because I'm like, I don't know, actually, I don't know. So maybe it's more that I don't know what I want than anything else, but yeah. It's been over a year now since I have been on a single date or had any interest in anything or anyone. That was when I last broke up with my ex-boyfriend, so Jesus Christ, it's been 12 months of a moth could fly out at any moment. Dark Glam Rocker says, when she's not streaming and presenting, she's just shy, really. It's true. I am shy. I'm shy. Hikari, I feel like your fit, by the way, would make me laugh. If it was said in the right context, I'd be like, ah, they get it. It's funny. Techi Ash Millman, let down your hair, exactly. It's really just a year's worth of really long pubes. Okay, right. Let's draw a tarot card for Techi. Ooh, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, but I drew it reversed. So this is quite a gloomy card. So drawing it reversed may improve. Sorry, I just people reacting to that comment. You know when you slip something in and you forget you said it? I'm laughing at my own joke. I'm like, oh yeah, I did say that. Lol. 9 of Pentacles. Let's have a little look. So my read of the 9 of Pentacles from this is very bent neck lady. It's very bent neck lady from Haunting of Hill House. It very much seems like a shadow looming over, or like someone watching, this kind of vibe. You know, so maybe something is, you're feeling pressured or watched or not fully yourself at the moment is what I would glean from that artwork. But let's double check in the books. I'm sure it's something different, as these are all horror cards, so they may be slightly different. Might just be spooky artwork. 9 of Pentacles, right. So upright, its self-confidence is a beautiful thing. The 9 of Pentacles represents a person who's comfortable in their own skin and enjoys being alone, doing things that bring success without assistance. But reversed, placing your trust in others and making poor choices can lead to ruin. Asking others to help you when you can do certain things for yourself can create problems. So this was very much not what I thought. This is something different. This is be wary who you're putting your trust in, and make sure you're relying on yourself where possible. It's not a don't trust anyone, it's a trust more in yourself card. People are there for you, but if you can do things for yourself, jump on it, get to it, you can do it, believe in yourself, have a bit of confidence. Yeah, a little bit more Tisha Adams for sure. Okay, and a tarot card for Westy as well. Is the fan too loud, by the way? Oh, I need to give my hair a little straighten. No worries, Tetchy. You got this. Quite lucky, really. Yeah, it could have been a terrible one that the usual ones I give out. Oh, it was fun looking at all the little crystals I've collected. I've got them all laid out beside me. It looks quite sweet, actually. I think the Vivianite shard is so cool. But yeah, I do have some other like crystal jewellery, like I say, like the bracelets, and I have a couple of necklaces. I have a fluorite necklace and stuff as well. I like wearable stuff. Gotta remember, I'm just incredibly materialistic. That was a bit of a self-burn, but I do. You've seen that I collect stuff. I love collecting things. I love looking and touching and having tactile things. I do. Ain't nothing wrong with knowing yourself, and I know that I like things. But hopefully not to a point where I like things more than the important stuff, which I don't think is the case. I think it's a healthy amount of love for things. Dark Glam Rocker says the fan is not loud enough to obscure your crazy out of pocket comments. This is me, I'm afraid. I've turned into like a 50-year-old woman when it comes to the dating scene. I'll just say what I want and I don't care. I feel like Jennifer Coolidge in the first season of White Lotus as well, just a bit unhinged. I'm like, the core! I want to show him the core! And it's just a fucking crazy, unhinged alcoholic. You'll know it. If you've seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, that was a great example. Yeah, we can do Jennifer Coolidge for later. Right, let's get a card for Westy. Ooh, shuffle, shuffle. I'm like an onion. I just want to show him the core. I don't want to peel back all the layers. Cotching says, love that for you. Oh, yeah, but at some point I'm going to have to put a bit more effort in. I think realistically I'm going to have to put a bit more effort in. To myself, to other people. Can't be arsed right now, though. This is what you get. A sweaty little gamer goblin who loves touching her pretty rocks and being crude online. Ooh, okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, in the imagery of this one, again, we're using the horror deck, so the imagery is a little more scary than the Rider-Waite. But this is someone laid up in bed with these little hands reaching and creeping up to pull on the covers, and there's strange little rats all hiding under the bed and looking up. I think there's even a cat by the side as well. A pretty goblin-y looking cat. No, it's one of the creatures. It's all these little creatures coming up to keep them company. Pentacles is usually a deck, but I pull a lot of Pentacles, even for other people as well. I'm just a Pentacle-based lady, I think. Pentacles is usually, funnily enough, about material, the material plane. So like wealth, possessions, and things along that line, kind of career moves and that sort of thing as well, come from the Pentacles suit. And the Page is quite high up, so you got King, Queen, Page, Knight, I think. Is it King, Queen, Page, Knight? King, Queen, Knight, Page, sorry. So the Page of Pentacles. So what they've put in this one as the imagery is you're not scared of what's under the bed. The Page of Pentacles is a resourceful and resilient person. But reverse, someone living beyond their means and spending more than is earned may seem happy and carefree, but unseen threats often appear when least expected. We drew this one, I think we drew this one upright though. So this is a resourceful and resilient person. So in the terms of Pentacles, you're putting the right resources where they need to go and not being scared of what needs to kind of happen with it as well. I read that second bit because I thought it would make you laugh, but yeah, I think that's a nice little. I do think we did draw this one upright, but yeah, it's. I had it turned around when I pulled it. I don't know, but yeah, I can hold on. Let me draw another one to compound because we can further a reading by pulling another one as well. So this one is definitely reversed, and this is the 10 of Wands. Which is a cool little imagery of lots of little... It's like a sacrificial altar. It's like little bones on the altar. To the Bone Lord at the top!
Out in the club, straight up pressing it. And by it I mean the subscriber button.
Thank you, Lou! I hope you're enjoying the club. I'm taking that very literally. I'm like, they're at the club. 10 of Wands. So reverse. Letting others help you when you're working on a project is a great idea. It's a good time to delegate tasks to others so you can focus on what is important. Don't have that for a compounding one. So yeah, I feel like that with this is a little. Don't be afraid to rely on others if you do become scared of what's under the bed as well. That's funny. I hope that's all good though. Right, gang. I think that's all the tarot redeems. Let's have a look. We've got Techi, done. Westy, done. And a hydrate from Mitchell Greaves. I read Choose a Voice then as Choose Violence from Hikari Kim. I was like, what? How did she put that in? How did she put Choose Violence as a redeem? Okay, a little hydrate. A little one of these. Did that do anything? My skin looks better closer than further away. Shiny. Maybe I just need to zoom in. It gives me like a little filter, I think. It like goes, let's snatch you, mama. My camera's dead hot again. Maybe enhance while you zoom. Zoom, enhance, zoom, enhance. That's a bit better, I guess. Oh, how is the elbow tattoo healed, by the way? Look at the little eyeball. She's done it in a way that it kind of like stretches, like it looks really cool. So it's like, it does proper ogle you. It's not right on my nub. Which means it looks normal when my arm's done, and then it kind of goes zoink with the thing, which I think looks really cool. I like it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But yeah, it's kind of like on my bony bit to the side here. But yeah, I love her. I think this one's my favourite one. Even with this massive one, I think that one's my favourite one. The next one lined up is, there's a couple that I have in mind. I want to get a Daedric Dagger from Oblivion remastered because I like the design of that one, and I think it symbolises a lot of my love for gaming, Elder Scrolls. I probably wouldn't get many other gaming tattoos, but I would get a Daedric Dagger because I want a sword or a knife or something like that anyway, so I was like, let's make that one a little reference. So I want to get a Daedric Dagger from Oblivion. And I'm booked in. I had to move it because I needed to save up some money, but I am booked in for a tattoo with, is it Dan Morris? I think it's Dan Morris. Let me double check. I don't want to get his name wrong. That would be rude. That would be rude. It's Mary. I get Dan Morris and Mary confused all the time. Mary Tattooer. I'm booked in with Mary Tattooer, and I'm going to get a tower from Tarot, but as a Baba Yaga house. So basically it's going to be kind of like a castle spire with chicken legs. It's going to be really weird. I don't think it's going to be everyone's cup of tea. I don't really give a fuck. That one's for me. So I'm going to get a Baba Yaga tower, which, yeah, I think is going to look a little weird. But like I say, I don't give a fuck. So it's going to go here as well. God, I nearly showed my hairy armpit then as well. But I think I'm going to have it here, so the little leggies kind of poke out here. If the guy that I'm seeing doesn't like that amount of space that I've got, it'll go on my leg instead though. Yeah, exactly. Sounds about a John Wick tattoo. Sure of. But I think John Wick's house. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be enough room to get all of the detail in for like a. Tries to show you my arm. I think I'm just going to need to stand up. But I think that, you know, there's quite a healthy amount of like a tower you can do there, and then a leg can go here, and the other one can be like tucked up, or you know, like he's like that. Like that, you know, like a flamingo leg, yeah. But yeah, I want to get a Baba Yaga tower. So a Daedric dagger, a Baba Yaga tower, and me and my girlies, my coven. There's three of us. We're a trio, and we are all gonna get something to symbolise the Three of Cups from the tarot deck. So we all want different things because we all have very different styles. So Em and Saz, who you've definitely heard me talk about before. Em is indie girly, but I think she wants like the hand with like a cup in it. I can't remember. She did tell me, or like something like that. Maybe even a skelly. I don't know. Maybe even a skeleton thing. And then she's got loads of hard tattoos. She looks sick. And then obviously Saz does as well. She's our witchy goth queen, and she wants to get the actual art, like the three because the Three of Cups is three ladies all cheersing, and we pulled it on one of the nights we were doing it, and we were all like, "It's us! We have to do it!" So it's very much a card of jubilation, enjoyment, having a nice little party with your girlies, and yeah, she wants the actual art from it, which is the three women cheersing, and I want like just the chalice, but like it to look really cool and kind of the place where Em lives, where we go, has this amazing church, and we go and look around the church and the churchyard all the time because there's like tombs in there and all sorts. But on the front of the church, you'll have seen me post pictures of this on Instagram if you look at my stories, because I post it semi-regularly, but every time we go there is this pillar on the front and it's held up by little skulls. So I kind of wanted something from like the town, so I wanted kind of like a chalice with like the little skull from the church on it, because it looks a little goofy where it's eroded over the years, so it looks a little silly as well. But I think kind of like a chalice with a little skull on it from the church would look really cute. Hikari says, I think of the Three of Cups and the skelly hands holding cups for me. Yeah, I get that as well. I would definitely be... The thing is, I'm trying to avoid too many skulls and bones because I love them so much, but I already have like a massive double skeleton here, which does a lot of work for me. I got a skull in this one, so I think I could get away with another skull, but then I'd have to kind of maybe lay off a little bit. On the arm, anyway. Everywhere else is open for business. I do love a skull, though. A demon hand would work as well, like with the cute little nails too. Lou says you're going to get so pumped when you find out there's a whole skeleton inside you too. It's true. It's true, there is. And I drive it around, which is amazing. 1 second. Excuse me for a minute. I may have to leave the room, actually. 1 second. Where's my be right back? Where is it? Break. Skulls on the one arm and living things on the other is life and death. That's so cute. To be fair, Toasty's on this side as well, and she's dead now, so this would be a death arm. But I don't know. I think this one's a bit of a witchy. This one is a bit of a witchy kind of. It's a bit Silent Hill F, lol, because it's the kind of beautiful weird things and kind of bones and nature and seeing things perspective, I guess, like having an eyeball in the flower and it kind of being like that kind of combined, and the skull in the smoke sort of thing, and then Toasty is a witch and as above so below, so it's it was not intentionally designed at all. I think if I had any tattoos on my other arm, I would design a sleeve. I would have like an actually designed sleeve. Like this one I want to have, what's it called? Patchwork tattoos on. The other one I would have a fully designed sleeve. Yeah, Lou says a serious meaning arm and a stupid fun arm. I should really have thought about it, because you know what I'm like with getting stressed about meanings and symbolism and putting this, that and the other, but I'm just doing what I want. Just doing what I like, which is also an important lesson to have. Yeah, sorry, I disappeared because the battery ran out on my fan. I just didn't say anything. I thought, oh, it's fine. What I was trying to do was plug in the PlayStation 5 because it's here and I know it has a USB-C port. So I was just going to try and charge my fan from the PlayStation. And then I didn't have a plug to put the PlayStation plug into. I didn't have a free plug. So I had to go and get my charging bank from the other room. That's what happened. Jokey, hello. Clocking in from a service station on a long drive from Manchester. How are we doing? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? How you doing? Gonna put some of these crystals away, and then we can do a bit of Silent Hill. I don't think we're gonna have. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't think I'm gonna have loads of time to play lots of Silent Hill today because I've got to go out after, and my mom, like, you know the deal. Friday night she does the wages for her business, so I am gonna have to get out of here when she's back. Otherwise, she will kill me. You know, which is usually about 6 shifts, so she may even kick me. Oh god, it's 20 to 6 now. She would give me a bit of grace, so maybe we should just yap for a bit and this be a yap upload, because we've done a lot of chatting. So if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, let's do so now, and then we can do some Silent Hill. I always lure you in with something and then I'm like, actually next time. My corpse might go. Oh my god, that glam rocker, that was weirdly profound. I know you didn't intend it to be, because it was a silly little joke. But is being killed so bad your corpse might grow a crystal? What a wonderful thought. Not about the being killed thing, but you know. I don't know, there's a song that I've been listening to on repeat when I feel a bit depresso. And it's, I can't actually remember the woman's name or what the song's called. It's just on my playlist. But she has this gorgeous chorus that's like, I'm gonna have to just spoken word it like William Shatner, but it's like I don't want to sing it because it's weird. Belittling my silly little joke. But it's, what if I broke this stupid bottle over my dumb head? Let my blood run down the arms until the flowers are fed. Something. Make a bouquet of flowers from it, and then hope I'm half as useful when I'm dead. Oh God, it's so good. Your joke gave comments of that. Zanzibar, is there any sort of tarot sets you don't have that you're interested in? I have a few tarot sets in the magic box. I have the most cursed one ever, which I haven't actually showed you guys. Let's head over to the magic box. Excuse my bun. Does it look weird? I feel like it looks weird. Let's open up the magic box. What's in here? A lot of incense, and then all the rest of my other cards. I actually have 2 Rider-Waite decks, because one was a gift and one I bought myself. And then it's this. Obviously someone bought it for me because it's very me. But cat tarot, and all of it's like famous people from history, but with like cat faces. It's horrible. It's so horrible. Look at the, I'm sorry because you're gonna have to see cat cock and balls, but look at the Michelangelo cat. It's so cursed. So I have that deck, which I've had for years. I got the horror deck, which we use here, which I want to familiarise myself more with. So you guys, if you ever want to redeem tarot, it's always nice. I've got Rider-Waite, we've got the horror tarot, I've got the cat tarot, and then I also have bought recently occult tarot, but it's actually too scary. It's actually too scary. That sounds really dumb, but it's actually too scary. Because, like, I read the first bit of the book because I was like, ooh, it's all about demons and the Book of Solomon. And look at the gilding on the side. It's like red gilding. This is the pocket occult tarot. So it's quite an inexpensive one if you did want to treat yourself. But it is quite nice quality and a bit bigger than your normal pocket size. But it's a bit scary because it's all about demons, the Book of Solomon. And I thought, oh, that'd be really interesting. I'd like to learn a bit more about demonology and like the different demons in different bits and pieces. But I read the front of it and it was like how to summon these demons and use them. So there's things called deity worship, which you can have on your altar, and you channel like the energy of certain things. So people usually worship things like Norse gods or Greek gods, or figures like Hecate, the triple moon goddess. Or the Morrigan or Morgan Le Fay, people like magical women. And then someone's made the occult tarot. They have one for angels and they have one for demons. But yeah, the front of the book was just about like how to summon demons into your worship and how to channel the energy of a demon, how to ask demons for things. And I was like, I don't want to use this deck if it's all going to be like each card I draw is like summoning the demon. It's a really nice flash sheet of demons though. Little Baphomet moment, for example. But yeah, it was just a lot more serious on the demon summoning. I thought it was going to be more information, but yeah, it was like scary. It was scary. Beelzebub and stuff. So it's like there are lots of different things in there. So I suddenly become very well versed in demonology. You'll know I've been using this deck, but to be honest, I don't know. I thought, oh, that seems really cool. And then I don't vibe with it like I do my other ones. So I would like to re-gift it to someone, I think. Or maybe sell it on Vinted. I don't know. But I don't think it's the right energy for me, which is fine. And I feel that way about Cat Tarot, but I think it's really funny at least. I would also love to make my own tarot deck Hikari. It'd be so fun. It's like the artist's way, isn't it? I will take the redeem limit off of tarot cards if you guys want to do one, because it's on like 3 max per stream at the moment. And then if anybody does want one whilst we're talking, you can do that. Let's go to Twitch. $50k point redeem for the demons. No! What if I summon one? Ah! Okay, create a dashboard. I only have a Chinese tarot deck because I gave my mum my others, but I love them. You gotta find one that you connect with and think like is right for you. I really like dark fantasy fairy tale vibes. I want to see like anatomical hearts and skeletons and fairies and stuff. I don't like people as much in my tarot, but sometimes you have to have them. Because there's like kings and queens and that sort of thing. I like it when there's less people and more kind of like figures and creatures and stuff. So I quite like the horror tarot. I think that's my favourite one of all the ones that I've used. But Rider-Waite's cool because the people are less peoply. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a bit more... They're not quite realistic, hyper-realistic people. Under the oak tree, I was literally... It's funny that we're talking about this because I was researching it last night, actually, talking about tarot decks. I know a few, if anybody wants recommendations, Lightseer's Tarot is one that people vibe with a lot, that they really like, and it's got some really good information as well. This is all stuff from work. I feel like I'm literally doing a witch stream at work. But Lightseer's Tarot is a big one that's recommended a lot. But the one that I have seen recently, which I think is really nice for like as a personal tarot deck, if you're doing your own readings, Under the Oak Tarot, because it actually... all of the images in it are... It's actually a narrative tarot deck, so all of the images in it are about a young girl with a blindfold on, who's exploring a magical land, and it's about the things that like she's faced with, and each of the 4 suits, the early cards all have her with her blindfold on, and then she takes it off as you go further down the suits because she's seeing and connecting with kind of the magic of the land. So it's, and that sounds very twee, but the imagery is very cool. It's a little unsettling, but also very beautiful, and just the way that it's drawn. I think it's very cool. I think there's some people in here who would like it, because I know you guys are like me. But that was the only one that I was kind of half interested in. As another one, Oracle cards also. If tarot feels a little bit too... if tarot feels a little too intimidating with kind of learning the different bits, because I'm still learning, oracle cards are a good one, because the answers are basically what you make of it. It's a lot more intuitive. And I have the horror oracle here, which was a gift from Emily from PlayStation, actually, and I've been meaning to get into oracle, and then I was like, oh my god, Emily knew. Thanks, Cottaging, for coming on in. Hold on, I'm like doing 3 things at once. I'm opening this oracle deck. I've got the pile of cat cards. I was changing something in my viewer rewards. Right, let's change tarot. Okay, there we go. That's updated now, at least. But yeah, the horror oracle as well, and comes with a little guidebook, but it's all like classic horror movie ones. But there's some really cool oracles out there. I'd probably be interested in getting another oracle deck at some point rather than a tarot one, until I find the right tarot for me. I'm keeping an eye out though for one that resonates. I think I'm going to have to make my own at some point, which I would love to do, but I just don't think I have the the reach or the interest. I don't know why anybody would want to buy a tarot book from me. Also, I wouldn't draw it. I'd just be like, artist, can you draw this for me? But these are really cool. So you've got like animal. And it has lots of different classic animals on there. Boogeyman! Ah, the Babadook's in here. Oh, Ket. This is cool. This is nice. The cards are really thick and nice as well, actually. And the backs are nice too, because you can do reversals with them. We can do Oracle. Right. I'll have a look for you. I'm just going to refund Hikari because I think we're just yapping at the moment. So we've got a few different ones here. I've still got it on so you can only do it once at the moment. But yeah, you can choose. I'll let you choose a deck. You can choose a deck and you can choose whether it's Oracle or Tarot. So Jokey, you're up first here. What deck would you like, or would you like it to be Oracle or Tarot? And we'll have a look. So I've got the cat deck, the horror deck, and the Rider-Waite deck out. Those are my three. The first fake jump scare, yes, cat people, that's the one. It's called the Luton Bus as well. They had in that where it's a woman being stalked down by. Someone is watching her, following her as she heads over to her bus for the evening, and all the sounds make it sound like she's been stalked by the cat person. And then this giant hissing sound happens as the jump scare comes out, and it turns out it's just the bus's brakes, but that's called the Luton Bus. They named it for that fake out jump scare and using a cat noises as part of it. You could read one as Jennifer Coolidge, though. Tarot, please, and kitty cat. Perfect. Okay. Shuffle those a little bit. If anybody doesn't have the points also, maybe I should just lower it. But then people have spent them. I don't know. I don't know how to be fair. I refuse to be. Tarot Friday. Maybe we should have Magic Fridays. Now that my job is going to be a day less, I'm trying to figure out, I don't think I'm going to stream another day. I think 2 days works for me. But I could stream another day, basically. So there's options to do it. There's room to do it. Right, I'm shuffling these. There's so much cat bollo on the back of the cards, though. We could get a Ouija board. No, no way. I ain't messing with Ouija boards, and I'm not summoning demons, and I ain't talking to ghosts. I'm an empath, remember? I'm sensitive to these things. Be empathetic to the demons. Be empathetic to this. Shuffling like... So these haven't been shuffled in ages, so I'm giving them a good go for you, Jokey. Right, let's have a look who we've got. I'm thinking... This one. Yeah, this one. So, first up. Oh! We have Alice in Wonderland. I don't know how to fit a cat pun into that. Catliss in Wonder Meow. So it's a little Alice in Wonderland with a cat head falling through, which I think if it's 16, it'll be... So it goes Death, Hanged Man. This is a major arcana. Death, Hanged Man, and then that's 13, 14. I can't remember. I'll have to have a look. My numbers have gone. So, oh my god, the cat. Okay, the cat puns are written in. The cat puns are written in. So it's the tower. Wow, we drew the worst one for you, and it's Alice in Catland is the pun that they've gone for. Alice in Catland. Everything's falling upside down and nothing is what it seems anymore. Still, keep the faith. Since the old towers have collapsed, wonders may be found. Uh-oh. Towers are all about raising it down to build it back up again. So it's a scary card. It's a scary card, but not necessarily all bad, because it does mean... Well, change is coming whether you like it or not, basically, is the tower. Change is coming whether you like it or not, and it might feel very painful to burn down your buildings, but you can only rebuild when everything is down on the ground. So, yeah, Jokey, you got a tower there. Not the first time we've pulled the tower, but still a notable one to have pulled from the first one from the cat deck. Love this for me, says Jokey. I always think that going through a tower moment is fucking horrible, but coming out the other side, you're always a different and improved person because of it. So keep the faith, is what I will say. And it, you know, this is just drawing on vibes for you. This isn't like a defining moment for your year or anything. It might be something like something's going to get pulled down that you have decided to destroy as well, like moving away or going to a new job, or deciding that enough is enough, picking up and going to another country, or, you know, stuff like that. Being prepared for it. If your whole life is a tower, there's no tower moment, says Jelly. It's true. It's just a tower existence. Zanzibar. Okay, what deck would you like? And would you like Oracle or Tarot? Jelly says, if I ever get Tarot Ash, it's 100% canon. Whatever you draw will determine my fate and happiness going forward. Good. I thrive on that power. I'm sure there's a gaming tarot somewhere. There's a guy who does... Actually, the best tarot deck I've seen recently is Tarot del Toro. And it's Guillermo del Toro's movies and writings put into art cards by... It's the same guy who's done the Labyrinth Tarot, the Dark Crystal Tarot, and House of the Dragon Tarot. He does like woodcut drawings, and he's a big pop culture head. A Spanish guy called Thomas No, not Thomas. Hijo, I think is his second name. His art's really cool. And... That's a really cool one to recommend as well. Zanzibar, sticking with the cat tarot, okay. But there's a lot. He does a lot of pop culture decks. I'm just waiting for him to release his own like inspired one, because I think it would be so beautiful. But I think other people like write them and stuff, and then he does the art for them. I don't really know. He's done a few tarot decks though. Life goals. Pixel art tarot would be cute as well. Let's do a big shuffle. I have shuffled. Usually I keep the card out that I've pulled for someone else as well, but I've shuffled that one back in. So if we pull the tower again, either I'm a very bad shuffler or you're all going through something. You can just see Jimmy's bones poking out in the background as well. I need to get him back on the wall. Right, and let's draw we want one off the top? Yeah, I think I do want one off the top. I want that one. Okay. Zanzibar. We've drawn it inverted. But it is another major arcana, and it's Charlie Chaplin as a cat. So, Charlie Catlin, maybe? This looks like it's number 10, so it's the Wheel of Fortune, maybe? It looks like the Wheel of Fortune that he sat on when he's drawing in the sand. But it's Charlie Chaplin sitting on his box with a big wheel underneath him that he's carving all these symbols into. I thought Wheel of Fortune was later in the Major Arcana, though, so I could be wrong. Let's see. It is the wheel. Yeah, it is the wheel. Wheel of Fortune, number 10. And it's Charlie Catplin is what they've called it. Charlie Catplin. So if you were thinking Charlie Catlin, Charlie Chaplin, Catley Caplin, I don't know. That's what it is. Tears may be so close to laughter you can never tell. Learn to juggle as in a circus. Live by what you believe in. Wander around the world as an innocent tramp, yet noble and gifted. The wheel usually would symbolise kind of everything, kind of the universe in motion. Things coming, moving, shifting into place. So where's my... Let's look in the horror one, because this one gives some good descriptions as well for a bit more insight, because I don't feel super incited by that one. Lovers, a chariot, strength, the Wheel of Fortune. So life is unpredictable and like a carnival with many rides to choose from, or the sharp edge of a dagger. No experiences are the same. The Wheel of Fortune spins with the joy and folly of random luck when risk and skill are required to win. Reversed as well, which is how we drew this one. Life can take a sudden turn in the wrong direction, but just as fate deals a bad hand, a sudden shift in luck can lead to a better outcome. Good things are coming, even if your situation seems grim. Wheel of Fortune, universe is working with you to make something new come your way. I would say. Lock in for the ride. Just glad it's not the devil again. The devil seems scary, but it's more about hidden desires and lusting for things that may be detrimental to you. Excuse me. Right, who's next? Let's click off Zanzibar. We have Hikari. What would you like? Cat Tarot, Oracle, as I like to call it. We can do an Oracle for sure. Do you have a question or anything for Oracle? Because it's a little more... I can just draw you a card and you can see what you like into it, but usually Oracle is a little more guided by intention, because it is literally just a card with a picture on it. We'll see if there's anything more interesting in the Oracle guidebook, but we can just pull one. Either way. Or if you don't want to tell us your question, you can kind of think it and I can pull it as well. So just let me know if you want me to just pull or if you want to post something. I'm just giving him a good shuffle. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. You'll just think your question. No worries. Okay, right. Oracle's really loose compared to Tarot. Really, really loose. So, I'm just going to draw from the top. Ice. So we've got the thing, which also you can use as your reference point as well. I'd say whatever your question is, the answer is cold and unforgiving, but also you could be reading into it as an assimilation. Maybe something's coming together. Maybe something's drawing you in that you don't want to be pulled into. In the guidebook, let's have a look, because I haven't used Oracle. This is the first time I'm using Oracle cards, which is really fun. Let's have a little look in here. So we're looking for ice. Oh God. says Hikari. I don't know. I would read ice as like, ooh, stay away. But ice. Okay, the thing. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is. A difficult or unforgiving environment can play a major role in our health and sense of well-being. It can limit and control our behaviour as well as the actions of those around us. Harsh circumstances can allow bad energies to mutate and thrive in the extreme. Only by identifying a problem can we have any chance of dealing with it, or at least keeping it from spreading. Band together to stay warm, resist negative forces. Who can you really trust? Keep cool and stay solo. Is kind of the different ones for upright and reversed. I think we had an upright on this one. I would usually default to an upright reading if I can't remember if I reversed it. But yeah. Resisting negativity and finding safety in a hostile environment is what ice kind of... Will things get better? Ah! No, genuinely, if that was your question, will things get better? Ice being the answer is, it's fucking tough right now, but burn it. You can burn it all down and survive. You know what I mean? If you think about the thing as the reference point, things might feel cold, hostile, difficult, but you can burn out the things that make you feel negative before they threaten to overwhelm you, as the mutation does and assimilation does of the thing. I don't think that's... I think if that was your question, that isn't as negative as it first appears. I think it's a recognition of things feeling really hard. Gotta power through to the better side, exactly. Gotta power through to the whiskey and sitting down with your friend at the end. Bye, Jokey. Have a safe drive. I think the kind of band together to stay warm as the written thing as well, being like finding warmth with your friends and support community is definitely something as well. I did exactly the same question or similar, the other day at work because we have a magic oracle, which is just a book that you flip through to a random page, and I was very much like, can I do this? Will everything be okay? And am I going to make anything of it? Like, it was very much that kind of vibe is what I was kind of feeling when I found my hand through it. And the one thing that popped up was self-love forever, or like unconditional self-love. And I was like, bitch, shut up. Stop telling me to love myself. There you go. Oracle's very much what you read of it. I just love an interpretation. I love finding an interpretation. So that would be me putting my reading across it as well. It's very much whatever you feel with it. And Grey Mish, what are you feeling? Would you like an oracle or a tarot, and which deck would you like if it's tarot? Oh yeah, I banished the occult tarot. I will actually use the demon tarot at some point, but I'm probably going to pass it on. If you're still there, Grey Mish, can you hear me? I'm sensing your presence. Horror tarot, pleasey please. Absolutely. Right. Horror tarot. Give it a big shuffle. Westy, did you ask earlier for the cat tarot as well? Because I can put that on. Now we've got through these ones. If you want me to draw you a cat tarot card, I do not mind. Because they are so cursed. Hey Ludens, how are you? Cursed cat. Nice. We're doing some magic. What's do Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. Shuffle it. Oh god, some cards leapt out for you there. And it was It's actually 3. It's a section of 3 and all of them are pentacles. But they are in order, so I'm going to say that's bad shuffling, actually. But it was the 1, 2, and 3 of pentacles. Funnily enough, I got my boss, the head witch of the shop, to pull a tarot card for me. And she pulled the Ace of Pentacles. This was the other day after I told her I was leaving. She pulled the Ace of Pentacles, and we were all like, oh, for God's sake, because it's like new ventures and money and prosperity. And I was like, sorry. Basically, it was the you're leaving for another job card. You're leaving for another job because it pays better was literally Ace of Pentacles. I was like, oh, sorry. Sorry. But yeah, Greymish, the 3 that fell out was Ace, 2, and 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull a singular card for you now, though. Are any popping out? That one is. Let's have you. Page of Swords, inverted. But this is our Page of Swords for the Horror Tarot, which is a really cool sort of undead moment by the tree. It's giving Sleepy Hollow to me, that is. Oh no, it's the guy with his mouth sewn shut in Hocus Pocus. Because he's got his little lips sewn together. It's the guy from Hocus Pocus, that is. The guy's like... Mm. Right, so Page of Swords. Swords is usually a bit of a violent suit. I'm not a fan of swords as much as the other ones because it usually means something painful. Usually in the benefit of something good, but yeah, swords are usually a little bit like you're at the pointy end of things. Let's take a look at what the Page of Swords entails. So, upright it would have been, you're full of ideas but have difficulty expressing yourself. Trust the Page of Swords to unlock ambition and bring fresh ideas that fuel a journey to completion. But we drew this one reversed, so it would be mindful of what thoughts cross your lips. You think you know what you want, but have you really thought things through? Don't make promises you can't keep. So be careful of the consequences of your words, is what the Horror Oracle, the Horror deck even, is telling us here. I'm just going to have a little look in another one as well, just to kind of back it up. Yeah. Keep a dry wit, as well as the advice there as well. So think before you speak, I would say, is the advice that we're getting from there. Luden says, by the way, after seeing the horror deck on stream, I bought it as a gift for my friend. Yay! Totally forgotten tarot deck should be given as a gift, so it turned out accidentally perfect. Amazing. I think giving a gift to yourself counts as well, though. But yeah, that's really nice. I'll tone down my sass, says Greymish. That's the advice. It's up to you whether you take it or not. Right, and then a random pull for Westy from the Cat Tarot. No worries, Greymish. Ooh. This is someone. It's a 3. It looks like the 3. It also has like clubs down the bottom. Pentacles, swords, cups. Pentacles, swords, cups, and wands. Maybe it's a 3 of wands. But that's our dashing cat gentleman that we've got from the Cursed Cats deck. So in here, what is that symbol? I would love to know. Maybe wands? Weird. Ew, Rhett Butler, okay. Ew. Yes, that's a pentacle, that's a sword. That's a major arcana, and that is a crown. Ew? Oh, that's right. I was looking at the wrong end. It's okay. It is a crown because it means like the king and the queen. What the hell's that? Knight. Cups. Yeah, so it must be wands. And it is Rhett Butler because on here it's Rhett Catler. Maybe a black sheep you are. I don't know why it said like Yoda. Maybe a black sheep you are, but also a blockade runner, shrewd and strong. Find the right partner for you. And in the horror one, for a bit more of an intricate reading, because I do feel like this does it better. Pentacles, wands, 3 of wands, because we get inverse readings then as well. So 3 of wands. The 3 of wands is the start of a new endeavour, often involving a business project. This card can also represent a writer or ideas expressed by a creative person and can herald a partnership. Reversed, a business plan you put in place did not work out. Your idea seemed promising but fell flat. You've come to the end of options. It's time to reflect on how to best proceed. So basically it's the start and the end of something, I would say. It's a card of making decisions, prospering with people, relying on other people a little bit as well. Shrewd businessman, apparently. You. There you go. Right, I think my mum's just come back. I heard the door go, so it's probably her. Let's hope it's her, otherwise someone else is downstairs. Oh, I'll do a pull for you, Ludens, before I run off. Would you like, we've got 3 tarot decks on at the moment and the option for oracle cards as well. So it's up to you whether you want an oracle card or one of the tarot decks. So let me know. I have horror tarot, I have cat tarot, and I have Rider Waite out at the moment. Brummy, it's hot. It is hot. That's why I've got the little fan on me, if you can hear that in the background. Kitties, cursed cats. Okay, let's have a little... Okay, that's all right then. I worry that it's like in the background. Tetchy says it's hot in Brum, but Ash is signing it out. I wouldn't know about Birmingham, Tetchy. I wouldn't know. Being from Wolverhampton, I wouldn't know. Hey JJ, it is humid. It is really humid. Right, we're shuffling right now. I'm from Brighton and everything north of Haywards Heath is unknown to me. That's so specific. I used to go to the stop after Haywards Heath. My ex-boyfriend used to live in Brighton. Haywards Heath is the... I so specifically know Haywards Heath. That was my boyfriend at university. Wivelsfield? Oh, maybe the one before then? I don't know. That was not it. It was near Haywards Heath. Maybe we got off at Haywards Heath and then walked somewhere. I don't know. It was around there, though. Right, let's draw a card. Bing! Oh my god, ugh. This is the... This is the 3 of Swords. Look at that. The little mercat, maybe? I think that might be the little mercat. I just don't like how sexy they all are, you know what I mean? They're so humanoid. Catfish, says Akari Game. Also, you can see the nails here. Get it. But the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords traditionally is a symbol of a heart with 3 swords piercing it. It's not an ideal card. It's actually the front of this one. That's what the Three of Swords is. So let's see what it says in Cat Tarot, because these are like alarmingly pleasant readings, which is nice. So let's see how they turn it. Let's see what the pun is as well. Swords. Right, Three of Swords. The Little Mercat. We got it. The Little Mercat. Love could lead you to self-sacrifice. Before cutting your legs, make sure the object of your love is worth this abnegation. Oh, that's quite nice to have the Little Mercat as that one then. Before doing your sacrifice, make sure that they're worth it. They have spun that quite nicely. In the horror deck, this I drew upright as well, so it is just upright reading. The Three of Swords is loss is at the heart of the Three of Swords, which could indicate the end of a relationship or an actual physical death of a beloved person. Okay, lay off that. This card also symbolises affairs, cheating, and someone who will discover an unfaithful partner. I told you it wasn't a nice card. It's not a nice card. The swords, honestly, swords are just evil. The whole side of swords is quite evil. It's just like, oh, pain, 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 nastiness, great. But yeah, the Three of Swords is particularly gnarly because it is three swords through a heart. So, emotional pain. Ah! But yeah, what does JJ Dub have to say to me? I'm just reading the chat here. Oh, it's fine. I'm single AF. I won't be sacrificing shit for no one. Exactly. There we go then. What does JJ Dub have to say to me? Bam! Emotional damage. Oh, you'll find out in Ash. You'll find out in time, Ash. Don't you worry. What the fuck? What does that mean? Why is that so? Why have you written that so sinister? Oh, you'll find out, Ash. When I kill you. Oh, you'll find out, Ash. Is someone pregnant? Are you saying that to me? That sounds like a proper little, is someone pregnant? Is someone pregnant? No. What is going on in here? I just got loads of piles of things that's stressing me out. I'm going to tidy them up. Nothing so threatening, just an agreement I have with Westy. I'm feeling nervous. I'm going to end the stream. So, that's that. I am actually terrified. I like surprises when I don't know that they're surprises. When I do know they're surprises and they're nice, I like them. But when it's like, we need to have a talk, I just get so triggered. I'm like, no, what do you mean we need to have a talk? So now, thank you for stressing me out. And now I'm going to guilt you into telling me what it is by just smashing all of my things or just tidying up aggressively. Where's my card box gone? I don't know. I'll find it in a second, but I gotta get out of here. Oh, Dak Glamrocker, you were here for a full stream. We didn't even play any games. Yeah, I am very sorry that I did advertise this as a game stream and then yapped, but I hope you had a nice time and enjoyed it all the same. Really fun stream to start the weekend. Oh, thanks, J Francis T. J Francis T. I always call you fully J Francis T. Is there a letter or that you prefer, the J or the T or Francis? Is one of those good? Or do you want the full name? Tidies aggressively. I am a proper like. JT, cool. Magic Friday should be a weekly thing. This was great. I don't know if I don't have enough crystals to keep Magic Fridays going the whole time, but just like a yappy Magic Friday. We can do some horror news maybe, because there's always stuff going on. Faber says, Ash, we need to talk. It's been more scary for me talking. A real human. Magic. Oh my god, it is like Magic the Gathering, isn't it? Friday night magic, but Friday afternoon magic. Magic. Those in here. Tetchy, it's been a while since I caught a stream, but I'm pleased to have committed to 6 months. I got a nice tarot reading where the horror deck did not wish me death or life-changing events. I know, literally Luden's being like, emotional damage was extra. And then we also had a tower reading as well, so whoopsie. Oh, Cozy Zombie Amir, thank you. Right, let's put this down. Let's put this down. Everything's tidied up. Okay, right, I'm going to go. Should we see who's online? Let's pass on the love a little. Because I feel like I haven't raided in a little while. Let's go see Peach. Let's go see Peach. You two, evil JJ. P3 E. We're gonna go and see Peach. Peach is really lovely, really, really funny, does fighting games and that sort of coverage, like just great energy. So we're going to go and see Peach. She's playing Elegant Gaming in Tekken, so she's doing some Tekken 8, and she is Tekkers at Tekken. So she's got Tekkers at Tekken. So that'll be a fun little bit of gameplay and yapping for you over Peach's way. But yeah, have a fabulous evening and weekend, everybody. I'll be back on Monday. Monday, Friday is the new schedule. So Monday, Friday. It might be a bit earlier in the day next week. I don't know. I can do whatever the fuck I want, apparently. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. I can't. But it might be a little bit earlier in the day. I like a 12 o'clock start. I just like it in the day, but it depends if that works for you guys as well, because I don't want to stress you out if you can't make it either, or if, you know, you're like, ew, I hate that. We'll see. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.